friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at a Building Blocks advent calendar. This is advent calendar, contains 24 toys in assorted colors and sizes. There's 24 gifts inside. Want to say Merry Christmas to you if you were watching this when this video came out. We have looked at all the days of this calendar. This is for ages 3 and up. I would say 5 and up. I wouldn't go with 3. Some of the builds are a little bit more tricky, so I would already price this at 5-year-olds and up. We are going to build the dragon today, or we're going to attempt to build the dragon today, and we're going to attempt to build the elephant today. I really liked some of these. We're going to look at all the figures today one last time before I destroy them. So I am building, I'm making this video before I've made these, and then after we destroy them, after we look at them, I'm going to destroy them and build them. You will get 2 stop motions in this video. I might call them speed builds now because I think that's what people call them. All the days have been emptied, and the playmat you have here is here. If you like this advent calendar, you might like other advent calendars that I've done. You can check out my playlist under 2023 advent calendars. But if you like this one in particular, you might want to check out the bug advent calendar that I have on my channel as well. And that one was last year, but you can buy it this year still. And it's the same kind of style, but there was a lot more illegal motions in those builds than there are in this one. And what I mean by illegal motions is like the bug ones were really cool and all, but a lot of things want to jump out at you, right? So it's like, when you're putting it in, it just piece wants to eject. So we're going to get this more stable here real quick. Let's get it stable. Stable. Okay, so let's put it down here. What we're going to do, folks, is we are going to put the piece here. We're going to talk about it for a second. Just going to put all our bugs here. And the price point for this one is, this one's under $20 when I bought it. Not necessarily now, but the price point for this one was under 20. So let's look. Give you a reference points. We're just going to look at one of them. This was the last one we pulled yesterday's, the squirrel. So this is how you build it. This is their instructions. Then it shows you here which animals it takes to build the larger set. And then you can kind of see, you'll have to just follow our instructions. So it may be a little bit more difficult. I may be upset. I may be cranky. We're going to find out right after we look at all these, and I'm going to try to build it and we'll see what they look like. Here is a squirrel, definitely functional. I definitely liked, I just ripped that off. Oops. The head turns in 360 degrees. The little ears can move, and this can move here. They did an okay job of the squirrel. I wish it was brown instead of orange, but it's fine. It stands. It's definitely displayable and playable. So if you don't want to build the bigger sets, some of these are definitely playable and totally displayable. If you said, "Hey friends, what do you think this one is?" Kind of looks like the squirrel from the gopher from Caddyshack. That's what I said yesterday, and I still think today. Another one we recently did was the dragon. So this is the little dragon. It uses little hands, as you can see. It's red and yellow. I like this one too. So these are 2 positives. It can move in this direction. So you do, I want to do it with one hand. You can move it here. You can move it here. The tail here is not as tight, so it kind of wants to fall off, and you can kind of play around with it. I like it, and I like the mouth and then the nose piece to it. So these 2 pieces, absolutely like. I also really like the hippo. This was one of the days that we pulled. Like, again, I'm not going in any order. The hippo here has legs, definitely displayable. If you play a game of, like, guess the animal, they're going to guess that. You're totally going to guess that one. This was the, like, rooster. It has 2 illegal motions. One is how it has the little tail there. See how it's just pinched on, and how it's pinched on the sides there. They don't want to be like that, so they eventually will shoot off. But I like the design, so I'm also going to say that's a cool one. They all also have these eyes. They all have unique eyes to them. So if you don't want to use it, you want them for pieces. Yes, it's not Lego. They do fit with Lego, but they are also pretty dang cool. And then these are like blades that you can use, or they're using it for earpieces. It does look like it's an elephant. It has a little tusk. So I thought this one is kind of cool. So we're gonna put it in the kind of cool pile. These four absolutely like. This one was supposed to be a horse. I don't like the tail feature. I don't like the this part right here, and I especially don't like the beak they put on this horse. But it's supposed to be a red little horse. I'm gonna put this in the crap pile. Like, I don't like it. And remember, this is perspective. Now, this is supposed to be a sheep as well. There's two sheep in this bunch. It has horns. It has two little ears. I imagine this was supposed to be a cow, but they marked it as a sheep. It has purple feet, so coloring wise is a little bit different, and it has like a lavender, violet, purple there, and it's an okay one, so I'm gonna put in the okay pile, not the fantastic one. I do like the eyes that they put on them. I think that's pretty cool. There is, I don't believe, any illegal builds on that part, so that one's fine too. Nothing's gonna shoot out at you. The snake here is actually pretty dang cool. You can move it around. It's really simple. It's a very simple design, but I like the eyes on them. They're more of a tan. Looks like that sticker that, oh, it's not a sticker. It's just painted off center. I didn't even notice that when I was doing it. It's just a paint job is bad. But remember, price points under $20 and you're getting these. That one's cool. I'm going to put it in the cool pile. You got a monkey. It has 2 feet in the back, and then it has a weird tail as a hand. The head can move. It can move forward. The feet can move. They're going to be very tight because they're going to be super tight because of how this piece goes to here. So it's not the best design build. Since it's not the best design build and it has a weird funky tail, we'll put it here. We're not putting it in the trash pile, but we will put it in the, mix. I don't know what a testado is, but that's what this is. It reminds me of a turtle. So I just think of it as a turtle or like a lizard. Does anyone know what a testado? I could look it up, but maybe you know and you want to throw out like, Eugene, you're an idiot. It just reminds me of a turtle. I'm just gonna think it's a turtle. It looks like a turtle, looks like a shell, or a lizard, and it has a little tail. It just reminds me of turtle. I'm gonna say turtle, and I'm gonna put it right there. I like it. I just don't know what a testado is. The tiger here that they have has illegal motion here. As you can see, that's not supposed to be there. They might pop off. This isn't supposed to go as far, so they kind of just want you to go like that, like teeth, and then its mouth is supposed to be like that. And then the legs can move a little bit. He's gonna be, and then this piece here is definitely another illegal. See how tight it is right there, and it doesn't want to be like that. They're not really designed for that, because this piece right here is pushing this away. So because of that, the eye's cool. I like the eyes, but because of the illegal motions, because it's gonna be hard to play with, we're gonna put it in the middle of the road. We're not gonna put it as a negative. We're just gonna put it here. All right, so the sheep was one of the first ones we pulled that had the swivel all the way around. This is a sheep. The eyes are closed, like the black sheep. This is supposed to be a bell, and I don't really like it. Yes, it kind of looks like a little sheep because of the white. It's just not for me. Could be for you, but I'm gonna put it in the pile. Here's a parrot that we got, and the wings love to fall off, but the wings are there. It's very colorful. Does it look like a bird? It looks like one of those boxy ones from like Mario, for Lego Mario. I'm not a fan of that style. And the wings fell off again. So you know what we're gonna do? It's gonna be wingless. We're gonna pop the wing there. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna put it in the middle of the road. It looks like what it looks like. I just don't love it. The lion was one of the first ones we pulled. It's fine. I don't like the style of tail. I wish that these two pieces here, I wish this went down one more step, and I wish there was a smooth flat piece right on both sides. I think that would have really secured this piece. So I'm going to put this in as middle of the road because I don't like the tail. and I would prefer those two being a smooth piece just to finalize that one piece for us. There was this dog. I like, at first I was like, oh, I didn't like these two at first, but then looking at it, there's its mouth. Those are nostril parts, and then everything else is smooth, and it has smooth here. So that part, it won me over. So I like this one in particular. So I'm gonna put this in the like pile. Does look like a dog, just by the face itself. So it does look like it. Just like this does look like a lion. I'm just not super impressed with the style that you get. All right, so we got another dog. This one is smaller. It has a little knob on the bottom. It has two illegal motions here. They're a little tough to squeeze on. When you do that, you can easily break them because they're not supposed to be that far out. It has the same type of stretchy mark as the lion, so you can play with it more, but I'm gonna put it in the middle of the road one because it's kind of weird, and I don't like that it has the illegal motions part. The crocodile, I believe, was the first one we pulled. It legs move out, and you can play with those. Its mouth moves up. No, it does move up, and its tail just. What am I doing? I'm falling apart here, folks. Was this down here below? Oh my god. I was gonna say I like it, but it's just falling apart. It's like I'm just gonna be parts anyway. I'm just gonna be pots anyway. All right, there it is. I don't like that part of it, how they didn't make it so these two pieces go up together. And the other problem is, since it's non-Lego, you're gonna have the problem is some of your pieces aren't gonna stick properly. So that's gonna be a problem falling off. The eyes are pretty cool. I'm still gonna say I like it because I like how much movement it has it. I just wish that those two pieces moved together. That would be the only downer on this one, but it's still a cool piece. We're gonna put it up there. We got a a headless bunny. So we got a bunny. The ears don't want to go that direction, so you're not going to get a lot of play because of how much force you're pushing on them. They're not meant to be in that direction, in that pivot point. If you turn it a little bit, they'll play around. They just don't want to be like this, but that's how they had it designed. It has a pink little nose. It has the little eyes. It's fine. It does look like a bunny. If you're not going to play with it, that's going to be fine. So we're going to put it here, just because it is a fine piece. It's just not very playable and movable. Okay, so we did get this is the cow. The cow has a problem right there, as you can see. That's an illegal motion because how much it doesn't fit there. So the head can't move very much. It's gonna pop off. There's not many pieces to this one. I was not impressed at all with this cow. We're gonna put this one down here with the sheep and stuff. This is your trash pile. We got a mouse, and I thought the mouse was, I like the attitude on the mouse's face. Then these two pieces are nice. They're nice and blue. I like the coloration on here. You do have one illegal motion here, which could break this particular piece right here off, because you're pushing this in where it's not supposed to. The rest of the mouse is pretty fine. He's definitely a displayable piece, and I like him a lot, so we're gonna put him there. Lego did a much better mouse, but they used a lot more pieces. Yeah, I like the Lego one better, but I like that one. I'm not disappointed. We did get another rooster. This rooster, as you can see, this moves like this. It used a plant as its wings. The head doesn't, again, because it's not Lego, it's not super good quality. Some of the stuff will fall off pretty easily. But it's a nice concept. I do like this bird. I like this bird a lot more for rooster wise than I liked the parrots. But this rooster here had more fun in it. So that's the weird, like you got more character in this rooster than you do in this one. But this one just looks like it's running around. There's two different roosters in this set. And we're winding down. We only have three more. This one was almost falling off a lot. It's the little pig. The nose is here. And then this one's not, just like the crocodile, how it wants to fall off. And you have teeth for feet. And you get a lot of this kind of stuff in the bug one that I was talking about. But the bug one has a lot more illegal motions, a lot more pieces want to fall off, be jettisoned, where this one didn't. And so he's fine. He's like, he does look like a pig. He has little stubby feet. We'll put him up here. We got a penguin that's pretty cool. I definitely liked him. I like this feet. As I was building him in stop motion, he was kind of hard to build at first, just because he's lopsided. So if you're not, but I was building in stop motion trying to build it up. Where if you're building him, he's a super easy build. His wings move a little bit. He can move his head with 2 hands, so you can play with him. He's definitely playable and he's displayable. I would say cool piece there. The final build out of all these was the rhino. I like the rhino. I like that it looks like a rhino. I like the horn situation on it. I like the eyeballs. I like the grayness of it. The feet are like tubes, which I find that they're doing it with all these sets. He's definitely displayable. You can definitely tell, like ask your children or someone else, like friends, like, hey, what do you think that is? You're gonna guess rhino. Everyone is iconic, like it's a really good piece. So looking at this, this is what you get. These are your animals that you get out of this set. They're fun to build. You can play a guessing game with your kid. You can build them. I think children would like this. I think it's fun to build. They're displayable if you want to put them on your display if you like animals. We're going to tear apart these though. We're going to build the dragon and elephant, or we're going to attempt to, and we're going to see how long it takes me to build, or if the instructions are even easier to follow. Sometimes on offsets like this, they're very hard to follow. Sometimes you're missing a piece, and it's that one piece that you needed, and we're going to tear it all apart. We're going to do a stop motion, at least whatever I can do for the 2 builds. And then we're going to finish this up. But for this point right now, before we build them, if you weren't going to build them and you're like, Eugene, is it worth it? It's under $20. This is all you get. I would say they were fun builds. I'd say yes. Under $20, this is more than what you would get with Lego. And there's tons of little animals that you're getting. I think the price point's worth it. And that's just my opinion. What's yours on that before we build? I'd love to hear from you. I will respond to all comments unless it doesn't need a comment, but I am on the comment section. This was filmed in advance. I am trying to get to 4,000 subscribers, so you can make that dream happen by just hitting that little subscribe. Without further ado, let's do the stop motions. Okay, so here's the elephant built. The elephant doesn't use not even a quarter of the pieces that that the requirement of it was, and one of them had required that little one, but I didn't have another black one, so I don't know why it asked for that. The tail does move. The head can come down. You can move the ears. Does it look like an elephant? Yes. Does it have... It can move this direction. Tail can move in this direction. It falls. It's not built the best quality just because of the factor that these are not Legos. And I have to emphasize that because they don't stick together very well. And some of them, the quality of these actual pieces aren't that great. There's no illegal motion in this particular build. So nothing's going to try to jump out at you. Nothing's going to fall apart. It's just very top heavy. Like you have to move the headpiece a little bit. Is it playable? Yes, it is playable. Is it displayable? It doesn't look like all the colors that they put on it doesn't make you scream super cool. So yeah, and you don't use a lot and you tear apart almost all your sets just to pull like 1 or 2 of the pieces, and that's a big negative. So some of the animals that are totally displayable are totally playable, but then you're building this, so you're probably going to tear this back apart and build some of the other ones that you actually liked. The instructions to build this one were super easy. There was only 2 sheets you needed to actually build it, and it had like a little bit of steps. So this one was actually really easy to build. I had to borrow because I couldn't find one of the little tusk gear, so I grabbed it from the other set. And then we're gonna look at that one real quick. The dragon is much bigger. It has one illegal build part, the tail here, how it's holding it on there. That's going to want to jettison out. The dragon here has a lot of colors, and its little feet, like, so it does have a lot of motion. Definitely playable, more... it's not gonna fall apart. Like, you can move it around, so it's actually a pretty cool dragon. It's a very colorful dragon. It'd been cooler if they used that swivel piece, because maybe a swivel piece in the middle, so then it can have more motion. You could probably switch it out, but they didn't want to use that. Like, the piece I'm talking about looks like this. Swivels. All right, so if you have one of these inside of it, you can actually maybe replace the where the reds are, maybe make it a little bit different, and where the orange is, you would just place it up here, and then you can make the whole body be more like, so then it can have more motion. You might want to do that if you don't care, because it's got so many colors in it, and there really is no rhyme or reason. I know they're trying to make it look uniform, but if you're gonna have a magical dragon here that has multiple colors, you might as well just switch it a little bit and add a little flair. You have tons of extra pieces. There were tons of extra pieces, just like the other one. I like the little dragon out of this one a lot better than the bigger dragon, so it's a shame that you had to get rid of it. It does have eyes up front. The nose does look like a nose. So overall, the build, again, this one was super easy. Did not use a quarter, like it used maybe a quarter of the pieces. This one used a lot more pieces than the elephant. And this one I think is more displayable and more playable. You're gonna get pieces fall off like that. You're gonna get that because of the fact these are not, I have to say, they're not Lego, so they're not going to be the same thickness. Quality control on them is a little bit off, is how I'd say it. So yeah, overall, this advent calendar has just fallen apart. It's gonna fall apart because, again, it's not structurally sound. These pieces were trying to fall off when I was building them, so it's more of a display piece. Your child, if you got it for your child, they're gonna not really enjoy it. Overall, I probably would leave them as the little pieces and have your if you're just playing that way, or if you're gonna build them with your kid, I'd have your kid just keep them as the little ones. Maybe you build these and go back to like, hey, what was your favorite, and pull it out. Instructions, this one used 3 of the papers. And instruction papers, like, they always show which ones they use, and then instructions on how to build them are like this. Very easy to build this set. There's not many pieces, and it's just a fun little build. I had the harder one last year, was the bug one. I had that on my 2022 advent calendar, and that one was a little bit more tricky. The builds were bigger, they were more intense. This was a lot easier. That's why I was questioning whether I was going to be able to build it, whether instructions are going to be complicated. Super easy, doesn't use that many pieces, and it just has one piece that wants to fall off. These want to fall off because I was touching it, so it's, I don't know. With that said, I still do like this advent calendar. I like the bug one better from last year, and you can buy them both currently still online. I bought them on Amazon. They're non-Lego. They're just advent calendar. You just search advent calendar building blocks and animal, and this will pop up. Same thing with the bug one. At least that's my take on it. What were yours? I want to wish you, again, because I'm ending this video now, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, have safe holidays, and have a great time today. Hi, thanks for watching that last video. If you liked it and you're on the fence about subscribing, hit that subscribe. It really, if you made it this far, hit that subscribe, hit the like button on this video. And if you like advent calendars, I have a playlist under my channel. 2023 advent calendars is what we're doing this year, and 2022 advent calendars is what we did last year. So if you do like this, maybe check out the video that's on the right side there as well. That one can lead you to maybe a different advent calendar or something else. I want to appreciate all of you for watching this, and have a happy holidays.